Hey there, this is Red. It's time for another episode of Red Plays. So we've still got Black Widow out on the board, and if you'll notice we have Prowler level 2 out there, so we've got our expert cards in, and we're going to take on a little bit tougher Prowler at this point in time. We're going to see how that goes. I have some bad feelings about this. We'll see how things turn out here. So we've got our contract killing out there, which says that at the beginning, let's see, the villain phase, let's make sure it's the beginning or the end. It's when the villain phase begins, each hero takes 2 damage. So at least we don't start off taking 2 damage. Well, it depends if we go to hero or not, I guess. We've got our stealing tech out there. Prowler starts with 15 hit points. He needs an invention. And he's got the wing suit, which does 1 damage to every character I control. I'm going to put this token out here to try to, as a visual reminder, to help me remember to flop his invention deck. Because in some of the plays, that's a thing I miss sometimes. So I'll try to help keep myself on track there. All right, so we've got Natasha out there. We need 6 cards. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's see here. We've got a counterintelligence. We've got target acquired, attack acrobatics, stealth strike, and spycraft. All right. Stealth strike, 4 damage to an enemy. That's not really going to do me much good at the outset. I think I would like to see something better than target acquired. These are a good combo. I kind of like the spycraft and the attack acrobatics. But I would really like, I'm going to get rid of these because I'd really like to see my suit or the safe house. So let's see if we can get one of those. That's not that. Ugh. Ugh, okay. That did not work out like I wanted it to, but that's what we're dealing with. Okay. So we are doing some hero stuff. What are we doing here? So the easy thing is we're going to get counterintelligence out. And we're going to draw a card because of Natasha. When you play a prep card, you get to draw a card. We got Spycraft. Okay. No, just a reminder, I'm playing with the base Black Widow deck. I haven't tweaked it any yet. I think there's a whole lot of tweaking that could go on here, but we're still at the base deck. All right. What could I do here? So Spycraft is another nice one to have out. If I do that, I can't play a Dance of Death. I could play a Dance of Death. I've got 2 of them out there. It's like tempting me to do some damage to the Prowler. But then I wouldn't be able to put another thing out there. And I've got counterintelligence, which would give me another good round to sit around as Natasha, though I will probably end up using what I've got. All right, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to get a Spycraft out there. We're going to chill as Natasha for another round, and we'll put a Widow's Bite out there. All right, and then we're going to be done. All right, I'm going to draw back up to 6 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we're going to go over the villain's turn. So stealing tech is going to get a threat, and then I decide whether I want to discard a card or put another threat on there. There are a lot of nice things here, but they're all very expensive, so I probably will not be able to play all of them. None of them at this point in time are preparation cards, interestingly. So that means I probably won't get to draw another card. So if I discard one, then really I could just pay for Winter Soldier. I could get Quinn Carrier out there, but then I could only pay for 2 of something, which might be like the surveillance team. I'm thinking I'm probably going to need to covert ops. So I think we might as well get rid of something, and I don't think Stealth Strike is going to do me anything. So we'll get rid of Stealth Strike to only do the 1 threat. All right. So let's do some villainous villain things. All right, so that's our beginning. We just did 1 threat there. The Prowler is going to see Natasha out there. So he is going to scheme. He's scheming for 2. All right, the other thing that's at the beginning is if a hero is out there, I take 2 damage, which is not hero. Okay, so now he's going to scheme. He schemes for 2. He's going to get a bonus of 1, so he's going to scheme for 3. We use our counterintelligence, which is going to prevent 3. So he schemes for 0. All right, so now we just need an encounter card. So our encounter card is Assault, which is going to surge because we're alter ego. We're going to get a advance. I think we're going to use Spycraft on the advance. So we're going to Spycraft that. It's going to make another card come out. Instead, we're going to get a new toys. All right. I'm okay with him having more toys. It's not necessarily a bad thing. All right, so that is the end of the villain's turn. I need to remember his invention is going to go away. You get another one. Then we're going to go over to the hero phase. At the hero phase, your toys goes away, and he gets another invention. So now he's got the air gauntlets and the spider suit, which protects him from a damage and makes him attack for an additional 1. Okay, so also that's all I need to worry about. Yep. All right. So we get to do some hero things. So what do we do in hero-wise? I think what we talked about doing was getting this covert ops out there, right? So we can do 1, 2, 3, and we can covert ops. And covert ops removes 4 threat from a scheme, and I confuse the villain. So we're going to make contract killing go away. We're going to confuse the villain. And then we're just sitting on Widow's Bite and Winter Soldier. And I think we'll be done at that point. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Winter Soldier. We're going to go through our deck pretty fast here. We're not really making a lot of progress forward, which is kind of frustrating. All right, so we're going to get 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Safe House, Fury, Widow's Gauntlet. There's some cards to help us move forward a little bit. We can try to build up our tableau there. All right, so we're going to go over to the villain side. What's going to happen villain side this turn? First thing that's going to happen is threat on the main scheme. We're going to go ahead and drop 2 on the main scheme. So it's going to go up to 3. We're going to have Prowler's going to be see Natasha out there, but he's confused. So no scheming. And then the next thing is going to be he will get an encounter card. Our encounter card is Burn Notice or Obligation. So I can exhaust Natasha and remove that from the game. I think that is what we will do. Gone. All right. So that's it for the Prowler. He didn't do a whole lot that turn, which I'm okay with. And his 2 tech goes away, and we get a new card, which is the Getaway Jacket. Okay, so we're back over to our hero side of the board. We got all sorts of fun things we can do on the hero side of the board. So we can use our surveillance team to get our safe house out. And then we're going to use Nick Fury to get some Black Widow's gauntlets out there. We will use our safe house, and we're going to go digging for a card. What do we dig for? Let's dig for a 1-cost prep card, which would be Spycraft. There we go. We're going to use our Black Widow gauntlets to play Spycraft, which is going to let us draw a card because of Natasha's ability. Oh, we got Strength. Well, that's interesting because I kind of want to play my Black Widow's gauntlets, but I think instead we're going to do our covert ops. So our covert ops is going to be thwart, remove 4 threat, and confuse the villain. And we'll drop a confuse on him. All right. So we're going to be done at that point. Untap, untap. Untap. We're gonna get 6 cards. I'm starting to get some cards out here. We're building up slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. see what we got. We got Quake, Spycraft, Grappling Hook, which is one of my favorite cards. Another Counterintelligence. Okay. Villain side. What do we got going on here? We've got one threat on the main scheme. We'll go ahead and let him drop 2 out there. You can drop 2 on the main scheme. All right, next up is he would scheme, but he's confused. So no scheming. And then he's going to draw an encounter card. I do think I might have forgot to flip his invention last round. All right, our encounter card is an Iron Spider Bot, which would surge. So the question is, do I want to Spycraft the Iron Spider Bot? I kind of do, because it's got surge and is going to make something else come out. So I think I will. I'm going to Spycraft the Iron Spider Bot, and we'll get a different encounter card. Hopefully I don't regret this. Instead we get Dr. Octopussycat, which I kind of regret. All right, so he's going to come into play. And we're done. Villain's done anyway. So we're going to get rid of our getaway jacket. He's going to get a new one, which is the camouflage tech. Okay, so we're back over to the hero side of the board. What do we do in hero-wise? Let's see here. So we safe house and get our Spycraft back. I think we use our Widow's Gauntlets and put a Spycraft out first and see what that does for us, because then we get to draw a card. And then we have a Counterintelligence. All right, we got a Grappling Hook in our hand. What are some of our other options for preparation cards? Would be an Acrobatics, which might be all right. I think we'll safe house. Let's get the Acrobatics back. Okay. So I think we're going to use our Genius and put Quake into play. Let's do... What else we got going on here? So we can do one Counterintelligence. Kind of want to get my Grappling Hook out there, but I think instead we're going to spend yet another round as Natasha. So we're going to get... Actually, let's go like this. I think we'll go like that. We're going to do 2, and we're going to get our Counterintelligence out there. And then we're going to get our Interrogation Room out there. All sorts of crazy stuff going on. We got things. We're going to attack with Quake and do 2 damage to Octopussycat. There we go. We're going to be done at that point in time. We're going to untap some things. I'm going to draw 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be the villain's turn. So, villain 1 threat on the main scheme, and we're going to get rid of our Interrogation Room instead of letting him do 2 threat. All right. He's going to see Natasha out there, so he is going to scheme, and he's getting +1 scheme, which is kind of yucky. So he's got 2, 3. You get a bonus of 1, so he's going to scheme for 4, but we're going to use Counterintelligence. So that means that he's going to scheme for 1. All right, next thing that's going to happen is Octopussycat is going to scheme. And it says after a minion schemes, exhaust Quake, deal 2 damage to that minion. So Octopussycat's going to scheme. His scheme actually goes off, which is annoying. But then I'm going to exhaust Quake to do 2 damage to Octopussycat. So he's going to take 4 total. And it's going to say when he would be defeated, discard the top card of the encounter deck. If it has 2 or more boost icons, heal all damage. So let's see what we get. Do we get 2 or more boost icons? We do. Damn it. Okay. Arg. That's frustrating. All right, so Octopussycat is all healed up again. He's sticking around. That's not how that was supposed to work out. Let's see here. Would be defeated. So he's not defeated, so I can't use my interrogation room. Okay. So that is the end of the... Nope. We still haven't done our encounter card. Oh, man. All right. So encounter card is Prowler's Rifle. All right. I'm okay with that. That's not all that bad. All right. That's going to stick on. That's going to give him ranged and piercing, which is kind of meh. We're okay with that. All right. So at that point in time, we're at the end of the villain's turn. The camouflage tech is going to go away. We're going to get a new card, which is our Prowler Glider, which means he's going to get 2 boost cards. All right, so what are we running into here? So our problem is we're having bad threat issues, and we really haven't got as far ahead as I would like. All right, so let's do our first thing. I think we're going to use our Black Widow gauntlets to get attack acrobatics out there, which is going to let us draw a card. Oh, there's our synth suit. Yay! But I also want to do our stealth strike. So our stealth strike does 4 damage and removes 2 threat. Oh man. Alright, so let's use our safe house. We're gonna go back and get something. What we can go back and get? Let's get attack acrobatics. I think we're gonna do attack acrobatics in the synth suit to get our grappling hook out. All right, we're going to flip over to Black Widow. We're going to do our Stealth Strike, which says deal 4 damage to an enemy. If the enemy is defeated, remove 2 threat from a scheme. So we're going to do 4 damage to Octopussycat. So when it says when he would be defeated, discard the top card of the encounter deck. Boop. All right, and it's got 1 boost icon on it. If the card has more than 2 boost icons, heal all damage. Not more than 2 boost icons. All right. So Dr. Octopussycat is going to go away. When I do that, I get to remove 2 threat from a scheme. I can use my interrogation room to remove 1 threat from a scheme. That makes me pretty happy. Okay. So do I remove the final 2 threat with Black Widow, or do I hit the Prowler and at least do some damage this game? That's a tough call. I think we're going to take 2 threat off the main scheme. All right, we're going to be done. We're going to untap all of our stuff. We're going to draw up to 5 cards, which means he's going to get, he's going to get an extra encounter card. And I get a reshuffle. I do not feel like I've made a lot of, well, at this point I'm feeling like I've made some progress, but I've gone through my whole deck, right? So I finally have some tableau on the side and I went through my whole deck. All right. Okay, let's see what we got here. Should be able to counter most of what he's going to do this round, I think. We'll see how all this works out. All right, so I need 2 more cards. 1, 2. What do we got here? We've got Widow's Bite, Coulson, and a Genius. Okay, so we're going to go over to the villain side. Do I want to discard a card? No. So we're going to put 2 threat on the main scheme. The Prowler is going to come attack Black Widow. He gets 2 boost cards. We are going to put Quake in front of that. All right, so we're going to get 2 boost cards because he's got the Prowler Glider. Oh, and we get special boost icons for both of them. Isn't that quaint? All right, so I get discard 3 cards from the top of my deck. 1, 2, 3. And it says his inventions are going to... Oh, no. That's not his inventions blow up. That's he gets +1. This card gets +1 boost icon for each attachment attached to Prowler. So each attachment, he has 2 attachments. So that's worth 2 boost icons. So I'm guessing that when I attack acrobatics when boost card is turned face up, discard attack acrobatics, cancel the boost icons on that card. So I think the way I read this one was +1 boost icon for each attachment attached to Prowler. So this card now has 2 boost icons, and attack acrobatics would work on those boost icons. That's how I'm reading that. So I think I get to do 2 damage. So I'm going to stop 2 damage. I'm going to turn it back to him, plus my +1 for Black Widow. So I'm going to do 3 to Prowler. That means that Quake is going to take 2. It doesn't really matter. She's out anyway. If she takes any damage, she's gone. All right. So then we move on to encounter cards. All right. Counter card number 1 is Advance. We will cancel that with the grappling hook. So we got our little grappling hook here. It cancels a treachery. That's an excellent treachery to cancel. All right, and we get to add some insult to injury and do a point of damage. Okay, second boost card is Odo Octavius. When revealed, discard and upgrade our support you control. If it costs less than 2, he gets tough. Oh, that means he's going to get tough. So I'm going to have to... Ooh, the other thing I can do is I'm going to use Spycraft on that. So we're going to Spycraft Odo Octavius. Because I'm going to have to discard cards anyway, so I might as well do that. When I do that, I get to fire off a damage to Prowler. All right, so instead we get a different card. Our different card is Tech Malfunction. So that means that his inventions are going to blow up. So his Power Glider is going to blow up, and we're going to get 2 damage from that. Okay. Phew. All right, I think that's the end of the Prowler's turn. Thank God. I'm going to shuffle him up, and we're going to give him a new invention. I had this nice tableau, and most of it's gone. So that's the way it goes, I guess. All right. And we did some damage to him, so I'm happy with that. Like we're moving him down a little bit, and I mean I think that's only taken maybe 10 minutes of gameplay. All right, so he's got a getaway jacket. All right, back over to the hero side. So what are we going to work on hero side at this point in time? Do we beat him up a little bit and then hide yet again? I don't have any cards to help me when he schemes, though, is the downside to all of that. I can get Agent Coulson out there, who, what I really like about Agent Coulson is he does thwarting, which is a great thing. I think we will do that. So we're going to do 2, 3, and we'll get Agent Coulson out there. So he lets me go looking for a prep card. What am I going to look for? What I would like to get out is a grappling hook. But I wouldn't be able to play it is the problem. So I think we're going to get our Spycraft back. All right. So we are going to use our Black Widow gauntlets to get attack acrobatics out. And then we're going to spend our Widow's Bite to get Spycraft out. And then we're going to use Agent Coulson to thwart for 2 off of the main scheme. Okay, we'll be done. I'm going to untap. Oh, We're going to do something with Black Widow. Let's have Black Widow attack the Prowler for 2. We're going to knock him down to 8. 5, 8. The downside is he's got his stupid shocky jacket on, so we're going to take a damage. Okay, so we're going to untap. Untap, untap lots of other things, and we're going to draw cards. Draw cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spycraft, Dance of Death, Quinn Carrier. Really like the Quinn Carrier, but I've had a tough time getting it out as Black Widow. All right. Villain's turn. We're going to get a threat. We're going to go with the 2 threat on the main scheme. So 1 for normal and then another one because I don't want to discard a card. I want to hold on to my cards right now. All right, so we got Prowler is going to come over and attack Black Widow, and Black Widow is going to... We're going to defend against that. All right, so he's attacking for 2. He's going to get a boost card. His boost card is going to be for 1. That means he would hit me for 3. Am I okay with that? Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and take 3. All right. So what I could do is I could have acrobatics that, but then I would have done 2 to him, and I would have taken 1. So instead of, yeah, I think it's better for me just to take that damage. Okay, so next up we need an encounter card. So our encounter card is Dr. Octopus. I think we will cancel the Dr. Octopus with the Spycraft. When we do that, we do a damage to the Prowler because of Black Widow's bite. All right, so we're gonna get a different card. Different card is Master Plan. So place 4 threat on each side scheme. If there are no side schemes in play, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a side scheme comes out. Wow, all of the Prowler side schemes pretty much suck. But I don't think there's anything I can do about that one, so let's go looking for a side scheme. Not a side scheme. Nope, not a side scheme. Not a side scheme. Not a side scheme. Let's see here. Oh, there's a side scheme. Increased production. So that's going to get 2 + 1. So we're going to put 3 threat on that guy. 2, 3. I guess the good news is if I kill this Prowler off, then that's already out there and it's not going to make much of a difference. Okay, so that was our encounter card. That's the end of the Prowler's turn, so the getaway jacket is going to go away. He's going to get an invention. Yeah, of course, it's the camouflage tech. Then what we need to worry about is he gets another one at the beginning of my turn. So at the beginning of my turn, he's got camouflage tech, and he's going to get the Prowler glider. Okay. So what are we doing as the hero at this point? Let's see here. We have a stealth strike. We have Spycraft, target acquired. Do I want to go back to... No, I don't have anything that would really help me if I go back to Natasha form. So I could, if I toss a mental and do my Dance of Death, I can get to Prowler 2. Do I want to do that? And then try to take around... Ugh. But he's got the Prowler glider out there. I've got acrobatics, but that still means I'm going to take damage potentially. But I could throw Coulson in the way. I think we're going to do that. We're going to try taking the Prowler to Prowler 3 and see how things work out here. All right, so Coulson is going to attack. Oh, so first I need to spend a mental resource in order to get past the camouflage tech. And then Coulson's going to attack for 1. We're going to take him down to 6. We're then going to spend 3 to do a Dance of Death, which is going to do 3 attacks, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to do 6 damage to the Prowler. All right, so that's going to take the Prowler out. So Prowler 2 is out. We at least got past Prowler 2. Prowler 3 comes out. And when Prowler 3 comes out, we need Prowler 1. Prowler 3 comes out. Let's see here. We're going to get increased production, and it's going to come out, which is already out. So we're okay. Well, we're kind of okay with that. We're not okay that it's out, but it's out. And he's going to get 17 hit points. So I need 2. All right, 10, 5, 2, 17. All right. There is not anything else I can do. Do I go over to Natasha? So that's the other thing is I will probably, if I don't flip, I could potentially take a turn, but I think I need to go over to Natasha. Yeah. So we're going to go over to Natasha and we'll be done. I'm thinking that the damage that I would take from the hits would take me out. So we'll be done. I'm going to draw 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, that means that we are probably going to pop the stealing tech. I think that's going to happen. All right, but I've got a covert ops. That could be useful. All right, so villain's turn. What's going to go down on the villain's turn? First off, we're going to put a threat on the main scheme, and we're going to let it do 2. Or do we get rid of one of our Power of Justices? I think we're going to let it do 2. All right. The villain is going to scheme, and he's going to scheme for 2, 3. He's going to get a bonus card. I don't really have anything to mess with that, so he's going to scheme for 4, which is going to pop us over to the Lab Escape. We're going to go Lab Escape. It starts with 2. He gets another invention, because, yeah, he needs more inventions. But he's done scheming at that point in time, and now we need encounter cards, which we're going to give him bonus encounter cards, so we get 2 of them. Right, this looks good. We're doing great. Okay, counter card number 1. Octo Assault. When revealed, the villain attacks your hero. If no attack was made, this card gains Surge. Okay, so he can't attack, so we're going to Surge that card. We're going to get Surge. All right, so we're going to get, just drawing the suspense out, Surge. So we're going to get Olivia Octavius. I don't have anything to help with that. So as main eaters play, discard the top 3 cards in the encounter deck, and the first Octo Army card comes into play. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3. So those aren't going to matter. Discard the top 3. The first Octo Army card comes into play, which is our mechanical arms device. And that says, attached to the villain. When the villain attacks, give them 1 additional boost card. Okay, because he needs more stuff. This is like super tech Prowler. Okay. Next up, we need our second encounter card, which is Stealthy Stealing. Discard the top 3 cards of your deck for each invention attachment to Prowler. Okay, so he's got 3, so we're going to discard 9 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There went most of my deck. Bam. Oh my god, I think we're done. Okay, what happens at the end of the villain turn? These all go away. Yay! The next thing that happens is he gets a new invention. At the beginning of the hero's turn, he gets an additional invention because of increased production. All right, so we're over to the hero side. All right, what are we going to do? We have, let's see here, we have 2 prep cards. So that means that Winter Soldier costs 2 right now. We don't have another prep card out here, which is kind of frustrating. We can fix that. We can safe house and get counterintelligence out there. Or do we get a 1 cost? I think we get a spycraft out there. Let's get a spycraft. So we're going to use our Widow's Gauntlets. We'll get spycraft out. That will let us draw a card, which is an interrogation room. Doesn't do us a lot of good. All right, so right now we've got, let's see, for prep cards, we've got 1, 2, 3 out there. So that means Winter Soldier only costs 1. That's pretty good. I think we want to get our covert ops fired off. So if we do covert ops, that's going to cost 3. 1, 2, 3. Winter Soldier would just cost 1, 2, 3 would just cost 1. So we could hold on to Nick Fury. I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to do 3 there to pull off our covert ops. So covert ops is going to be remove 4 threat from a scheme and confuse the villain. So we're going to take 4 off of increased production, which essentially makes it go away. And we will confuse the villain. Okay, we will, because we have 3 out here, we'll pay 1 to get Winter Soldier out. All right, what are we going to do next here? We will have Natasha's going to rest, so we're going to heal for 3. Agent Coulson is going to attack for 1. He's gone. We'll have Winter Soldier attack for 2. All right. So I think we're done at that point in time. We're going to untap. I'm going to hold on to Nick Fury. And then we're going to draw 5 cards, which unfortunately, 1, 2, 3, put a boost card out there, which is going to give him an acceleration token. And we got to reshuffle all this business. So I got to reshuffle a bunch of business. All right. What am I thinking so far? Well, one is I've done a lot of work and I feel like I'm not getting very far. But I think that's part of the thing with Black Widow is it's a lot of setup and you kind of got to pick your thing. So I think if you're looking for a fast game, Black Widow is not the one to play. I'm also highly interested. I'm still playing the base deck. I think I need to do a more advanced Natasha build and see what I can get out there if I choose the cards that go into her deck a little bit more carefully. Or I'm kind of interested in seeing what she would do under a different aspect too. It would be tough to. Ooh, I wonder what she would do, like aggression. I wonder if I could make an. I think that's going to be the next game. Is I will make an aggression Black Widow and see if it plays faster than this Justice Black Widow. Because I would like to see her under like a bam, 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 attacky kind of beat 'em up Black Widow type character. So, okay, there we go. So we've got cards, cards, cards. We did a bunch of reshuffling. We were drawn to get back up to 6, so I need 2 more. Okay. Stuff. Okay. We are going over to the villain's turn at that point in time. Hey, our synth suit came back. All right, villain's turn. What do we got going on? So we're going to put a threat on the main scheme. That's nice. It just gets 1 threat. I kind of like that at this point in time. Next up, Prowler is going to see Natasha out there, but he's confused, so he doesn't see any, or he doesn't do anything. But Olivia Octavius is going to see Natasha out there, so she's going to scheme. X is equal to the number of Octo Army cards in play, which there are now 2 Octo Army cards in play. So she's going to put 2 threat on the main scheme. All right, and then we have encounter cards, which we have 2 of. Alrighty then. So, encounter card number 1. Under fire. It's going to surge. Oh no, this is one of our expert cards. So we're going to get 2 cards. All right. So we get that and that. It's just getting better. Oh, actually, hold on. I can spycraft that, which would mean 1 card doesn't turn into 2 cards. Okay. We will do that. We will spycraft that, so we just have 1 card to replace the card. Okay. So our 1 card is Tech Malfunction. Discard each invention and 2 indirect damage for each invention. So our inventions out there are going to be these 2. So that means there's 4 damage coming out. Yuck. I think we're going to do 2 to Winter Soldier and 2 to Natasha. I don't think I want to take all 4 of that as Natasha. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Okay, so let's see what our second card is. Second card is an Iron Spider Bot. Oh, he's going to surge. Damn it. Okay. Spider Bot's going to come out. He gets surge. Oh, I wish that was not a hero response. All right. Place 4 threat on a side scheme. If there's no side schemes, I'm going to go digging for a side scheme. All right. Let's see here. We've got... Did I put... Oh, okay. Well, we got to go digging for a side scheme. Not a side scheme. Not a side scheme. I just got rid of that. Ah. Okay. All right, that's going to come out, and that's going to get 3 threat on it. Damn you. Okay. We're back to... Oh, so end of villain side. How's this going to work? We need to reshuffle our invention deck. He's going to get an invention. Beginning of the hero turn, he's going to get another invention from the increased production. So we get a wingsuit, and we get the Iron Spider Suit. So Iron Spider Suit with wings. Nice. Okay, we're back over to the hero side where things are going fantastic. We're having a good time. So what are we doing here? Wow, things are crazy. So Stealth Strike, I got to be a hero, and then that takes 4 off. Deal 4 damage to an enemy, take 2 threat off of a scheme. I need to spend 3 in order to do that. Nick Fury could bring him out. He could take 2 threat off of a scheme. So it's 3 cards. Okay, so let's okay, all right. We're gonna do a thing. Okay. Oh, I don't have any cards in my discard pile yet. All right, so let's play our Black Widow Gauntlets. We'll get Spycraft out there because that's a gimme. That lets me draw a card. Strength. Okay. So what am I thinking at this point in time? I'm thinking the Stealth Strike would allow me to potentially take out Olivia Octavius, and then I could take 2 threat off of a scheme. But I can't Stealth Strike in Nick Fury at the same time. Plus, I could also use my interrogation room and take yet another. Ooh, so that's the nice thing about Stealth Strike, is if I do that, then I can. If I do the Stealth Strike, then I can use my interrogation room and I can get rid of the increased production, which is good. I like that idea. Nick Fury, I can get 3 cards, so I could bring him in. If I do that, I'm going to have to spend things I don't want to spend, but I think we'll do that. So we're going to bring in Nick Fury. There's 4 for Fury to come into play. Yeah, we'll do it that way. When Fury comes into play, I need to do 2 threat from a scheme, draw 3 cards, deal 4 damage. I think we're going to take the 3 cards. That we're going to do, because if I Stealth Strike, then yeah, so we're going to take 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3. All right. I'm going to safe house, get our counterintelligence back. Yeah, we'll get our counterintelligence back. All right. Next up, so I got to go hero in order to bring that. So we're going to bring this into play. We're going to go Black Widow. We're going to 1, 2, 3 to do our Stealth Strike. All right, Stealth Strike, we're going to do 4 damage to an enemy. So we're going to take out Olivia Octavius. And that says I get to take 2 threat off of a scheme. So we'll take 2 threat off of increased production. And then we'll use our interrogation room to take the last threat off the increased production. Okay. That makes me a little bit happy. We will do that. And we're going to thwart for 2 off of the lab escape. Do I have... So I've still got actions for both of these characters. So I think I have Winter Soldier go ahead and take out the Iron Spider bot. Kapow! I can give the Prowler another invention card. Alright, that's going to take Winter Soldier out. And we have Black Widow, thwart on the main scheme, so it's down to 1. Okay. We'll use counterintelligence to get our other Black Widow gauntlets out there. Alright, we're going to be done. So we're going to untap a few things. Boy, he's got a big old stack of inventions going on there. Stun, extra damage. He's blocking for 1. Ugh. All right, I'm gonna draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Surveillance team, covert ops. All right. Villain's turn. What's gonna go down here? So I'm gonna put a threat up, a 2 threat on the main scheme. I hope I didn't miss that once. I might have forgot to double it up on 1 turn. All right, so Lab Escape gets 2. The Prowler and his stack of tons of things is going to come attack, and Nick Fury's definitely going to step right in front of that one. All right, so what are we looking at? The Prowler's attacking for 3, 4. He's going to get 2 boost cards, and he's going to stun, and then he's going to do a damage to everybody. Okay. So let's start off with the 2 boost cards first. All right, so we get, let's see here. That is, he's gonna get +1 boost icon for each attachment attached to Prowler. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I think that's worth it to use the attack acrobatics on. So I'm going to grab my attack acrobatics and we're going to use that on the tech malfunction. All right, so it gets 5 boost icons. So we're going to do 5 damage to the Prowler. That is an attack, so we're going to put 1 on the lab escape. But we're going to do 5 damage to the Prowler. I hurt him! He takes -1 from the spider suit, so he's only going to take 4. Alright, so that's going to take us from 17 down to 13. Alright, so we've still got 2 coming through, 2, 5, 6. Yeah, he's still going to take Nick Fury out. That's okay. Kind of planned on Nick Fury going out anyway, and this gets shuffled back into the deck. And we take 1 from the wingsuit, does 1 damage to all characters. Okay, and Nick Fury's gone. Okay, so now I think we handled all of that. Now we need an encounter card. Alright. We hurt him. We did some damage. I didn't think we were going to do that, actually. I didn't know that we were going to actually do damage to the Prowler. So that was actually kind of a good play, I think. The attack acrobatics on that 5 attack is pretty nice. Okay. So now we get 1 encounter card. Encounter card is Stealthy Stealing. Discard the top 3 cards of your deck for each invention in the Prowler deck. All right. So we're going to discard 9. All right. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I think he's done. His inventions are going to go away. He's only going to get 1, which I like. 1 invention. Not one that I like, though. One that does damage to me. Okay. Whew. All right, so we're back to the hero side at that point in time. There's no other silliness going on. Nope, no other silliness. All right. So we can... Do we covert ops? I think we need to covert ops, and we go back over to Natasha's side. So we're going to go 1, 2... Well, okay. No, because I think we need to heal as we go back over that way. So we're going to go over to Natasha. We can covert ops 1, 2, 3 to covert ops. That's going to remove 4th threat, which just happens to be this number, and we get to confuse the villain. All right, feeling good about that. That seemed to work out pretty good. Okay, we can go digging for a card. What we're going to dig for a grappling hook, I think. No, nope. No, he's confused. So do we go after a grappling hook, or do we go after some of those attack acrobatics cards? Oop, that should be over there. Or we could go after a counterintelligence. So my thoughts here are, am I going to be hero or... We've got spycraft out there. I think we're going to take a grappling hook. Let's try grappling hook. All right. So we're going to grab our grappling hook out. We're going to do 2 Widow's Gauntlets to get our grappling hook into play, which allows us to draw a card, which is a Widow's Bite. We can bring the Widow's Bite into play. And then we're going to heal and recover for 3. All right, we're going to be done. We're going to untap lots of things. And we're going to draw 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 2 cards left. All right. Planned that perfectly. Yeah, that's a ticket. Okay. Let's see. Where are we going to go from here? We are going to let the Prowler go at this point in time. So we're going to put 2 threat on the main scheme. The Prowler would scheme, but he's confused, so that doesn't happen. He needs a encounter card. So our encounter card is going to be toys. So he's going to get more toys. And I think we're okay with that. So that is the end of the Prowler's turn. Wow. As far as Prowler things go, that's not too bad. So he's going to get a card. we're going to go over to the hero side. So the new toys is going to kick off, and he's going to get the Prowler glider. All right, hero side. What are we doing this round? So the crazy thing is we got a lot of damage, but we can't get past his, so we would need 3. Do a Dance of Death. We can get 1 out. So our problem is the lab escape over there has, what do I want to say? Has ramifications, I guess. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to use our Black Widow gauntlets to play a Spycraft. And how many cards do I have here? I've got 2, so we'll go ahead and draw. We got a Covert Ops. Okay, we will use our safe house to go dig a card out. Get Attack Acrobatics out. All right, what are we looking at here? So Stealth Strike does 3, Dance of Death does 6. Let's see here. I think we're going to get another, bring our Attack Acrobatics into play. So I want to do, so 1, 2, let's see here, 1, 2, 3 to do a Dance of Death. That's going to generate potentially 4. So we're looking at, we can do almost enough to take him out, I think. But our problem's going to be the fact that the threat that this is going to generate is going to be kind of crazy. All right, let's see if we can work this out. All right, we're going to need to spend 1 to be able to attack him. We're going to go over to Black Widow. Black Widow, we're going to do a Dance of Death. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. We're going to Dance of Death him. So that's going to do 6 total. So we're going to knock him down to 7. And that's going to generate 3 threat. So now we're sitting at 5, right? So the next thing that we're looking at is how much damage. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. Yeah, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to thwart as the Black Widow and take 2 off of there. Wait, those don't count as attacks. Hold on. All right, so when I fire off my Widowmaker ability, what I'm thinking is hopefully I can take him out with my Widowmaker ability. The problem is we're going to add 2. That's going to bump it up to 7. If I attack him, it's going to be at 8. But my Widowmakers aren't attacks, but my Attack Acrobatics is an attack. So I think what I need to do is, I think I need to thwart as Black Widow and take 2 off of here. Okay. Got Spycraft, grappling hooks, all kinds of fun things out there. We are going to be done. So we're going to untap lots of things. We're going to draw 4 cards, which is going to give him an additional encounter card. we'll see how this goes. Kind of down to the wire here. We're almost an hour into play, and things are getting kind of dicey. This will probably be the defining round then. This will either go well or it will go bad. So let's see what happens. So we've got need 4 cards. Stealth Strike, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if these are going to matter a whole lot. Okay. So what's going to go down here? We have 2 threat on the main scheme. So we're up to 5. All right, the villain is going to attack Black Widow. Because of the mechanical arms device, he gets 2, and because of Prowler glider, he's going to get 3 boost cards. Ouch. Okay, so with 3 boost cards, I think we're going to need to defend. All right, so he's going to get 1, 2, 3 boost cards. So let's see what we get here. We get a 2, a 1, and a 1. All right, so one of the things that we need to do is we need to spend, in order to attack him, I need to spend a mental resource to stop the camouflage tech in order to allow for my attack acrobatics to go off. All right, so let's see here. Here's this 3. I have to spend a mental resource. I'm using my grappling hook because he has the camouflage tech. So I spend a mental to cancel the camouflage tech. We have attack acrobatics on the contract killing, which is going to end up being an attack. So that's an attack for 2. So he's going to take 2. Put 1 threat on the main scheme. We're also going to do 1 because of Black Widow's ability, but that does not generate threat. All right. Okay. Damage that we're going to take is going to be 3, 4, 5. We're going to take 5. Oh, but we got a defensive 2, so we're going to take 3. Oosh, still not pretty. Okay. All right, so that's done. Didn't die yet. All right. Now we're going to get 2 encounter cards. All right. We have counter card number 1 is Exhaustion, which is a treachery, which we're going to grappling hook. So when we do that, we do 1 damage to the Prowler. All right. Counter card number 2 is Stealthy Stealing, which we're going to Spycraft. We'll use a Spycraft on the Stealthy Stealing, which allows us to do 1 damage to the Prowler. So we're going to get another card. Next card that's going to come out is an Advance, and we're going to Spycraft on the Advance and do 1 damage to the Prowler. So he's down to 1. So we get another card. Our last card is the Tinkerer, who's going to come out. Oh, no. Of all the minions, so when revealed, the Tinkerer schemes, and he schemes equal to the amount of attachments, which there's 4 attachments. So he's going to scheme for 4, which is going to take it out. I don't have any way to stop that. Oh, so close. Because 2 Widows bites and the Prowler's gone. Oh, damn it. If it would have been any other, see, gang up. Yeah, gang up would have killed me, so that wouldn't have went over well either. damn it. Oh, it was so close. All right. Well, that looks like it. Prowler Expert versus Black Widow. It was a close game. I figured I was going to lose a lot earlier, so actually that went okay. So what I think I'm going to do next is I'll probably take Black Widow and switch her out for another aspect, and maybe I can make maybe a more in solo play, maybe like a more kick-ass bam bam Black Widow as opposed to the sit back and wait things out. I have no idea if that'll work because she's preparation based, right? So I don't know how prep fighty is going to work out very well, but we will see. So errors that I made, let me know so I can get them into the corrections. That way you can see, you can also, chat amongst each other about what it is that I missed, because it's kind of fun to see who sees what I missed first. So the other part of that is if there's a key play you would have made differently, let me know what you think there. I did spend a lot more time in Natasha mode this game than I normally do. I think you kind of need to do that, especially with these villains that got more things going on. She does have, and I think Steve had pointed this out, she's got a lot of stuff that helps with that. And it's got to come up at the right time, but usually you can mitigate that with your things like your stealth strikes and your covert ops, and your encounter intelligence really helps mitigate a lot of that going on. So, all right, so next up we'll probably go aggression. I don't think I'll do the Prowler. We'll probably switch over to a different villain and see how that goes. So that's it for this episode, and thanks for watching.